Okay, so today we will be learning about Flexbox and media query in CSS. Okay, first of all, the notes.txt file. So, what is Flexbox and media query in CSS? Okay, so why Flexbox? Okay, first of all, why Flexbox? The old problem was there was a lot of old problems, so let's make it problems. There were some problems. What problems were there? Centering content required complex methods. Okay, complex CSS, complex CSS. Okay, it's we needed to write lot of CSS. Oh, sorry. Is it visible now? So earlier the problem was that centering a content. What do I mean by centering the content? Assume this was my assume this is my screen and I wanted to show something in the center. Okay, center means here. So by default what will happen, the block element like div will appear here. Okay, not here, it will appear here. Okay, in the starting. But what I wanted to show entirely vertically and horizontally in the center. Okay, center of the screen. Okay, so this was a pain. Okay, so for this, and the next problem was making equal height columns was nearly impossible. Okay, also responsive layouts needed lots of CSS. Okay, what do I mean by responsive layout? Yesterday I showed you all different screen sizes show the content differently. Okay, I see this in the large screen it will show like this. Okay, content is expanding and collapsing. Okay, see, in the mobile screen there is a bottom bar also. Okay, but that disappears in which screen? It disappears in tablet screens or the laptop screens. Okay, whenever there is a laptop screen the bottom bar disappears. Now that is the responsive design. Okay, that was nearly impossible, or let's say we needed to write a lot of CSS. Okay, for that, when the Flexbox wasn't invented. After that, floating elements broke easily. Okay, floating elements. What are floating elements? What did we discuss? Floating elements were this one, inline elements. Okay, so now the modern solution is, or are, first of all, Flexbox. Okay, this is perfect for 1D. Everyone know what is 1D? Everybody knows what is 1D? Okay, now let me explain you what is 1D. It's either row or column. Okay, what is 2D? What does 2D contain? Can anyone tell me what does 2D contain? Anyone? Am I audible? What is the difference between 1D and 2D? Okay, so the difference between 1D and 2D is basically 1D has only one dimension, okay, that is the length, a straight line. For example, this is 1D. Oh, sorry, wait. This is a straight line, okay. This is in one dimension, it has only length, okay. So in this one line you can either move forward, okay, or you can either move backward. This is 1D. One dimension or 1D, okay. Now what is 2D? 2D has two dimensions, okay, like this one. This is a box. This has a length and width also, okay. This has a length and width also. So this is 2D, okay. Now examples are, as you can see, this is a rectangle, so this is a perfect example. Next example is a square, okay. Square is also an example of 2D model, okay, 2D shape, okay. Now in this 2D, what you can do, you can either move this way, okay, or you also have the option to move this way, okay. Means you can either move from left to right, or you can either move from top to bottom, okay. So this is all about 2D. So what we were discussing, Flexbox is perfect for 1D layout, okay. 1D layout means either we can move from this to this, or a straight line can also go from top to bottom, okay, like this. This is also one dimension, okay. This is also a length, okay. So we can move from top to bottom. Everyone understood what basically I'm trying to say? So can you now explain me what is the basic difference between one dimension and two dimension? So the basic difference is that in 1D we have one choice, okay. In 2D we have two different choices, okay. In 1D we can either move from left to right or from top to bottom. In 2D we can move both top to bottom and left to right at the same time, okay. So the flex box is perfect for 1D layout, okay. Either we go from left to right or from top to bottom. Next is responsive designs, that is media queries. What are media queries we will discuss later. For now, simply understand that through media queries website adapt to different screen sizes, okay. Means we can make a web page responsive using media queries, okay. If we combine them together, the flexbox and media queries create a beautiful website, okay. Flexbox plus media query is equal to beautiful website page, okay, which will be responsive, okay. Now next, flexbox theory. So the flexbox works with only two types of elements, okay. Part 1, flexbox. Flexbox works with two types of elements, okay. What are those elements? Flex container which is the parent. Example is like assume we have some container, we have this div. Okay, we created a div and we give this display flex property. Okay, let's say this div's name is, we give it a class name of container. Okay, and in the styles we go and give styles of display flex. Now this entire thing is the flex box. Okay, this is the flex box. So flex box works with this. Okay, the container, this is a flex container. Okay, how it became the flex container? By when we declare display flex inside it. Okay, next is, it also works with flex items. Okay, flex items, which are children. As the name suggests, flex items means the children elements. Okay, so by declaring this, by declaring a flex box, whatever things are inside this flex box, like if I create another div here like this, and like this, the outer container will be declared as display flex. Okay, the inner childs, okay, or these are the flex items basically. These are flex items. Okay, and this is the flex container, flex container. Okay, so yeah, whenever we declare a display flex in the container, the flex items also become flexible. Okay, means if let's say currently we have 2000 pixels, okay, here, and if we shorten the height of this display this container, if we shorten the height of this container, what will happen? Okay, if we don't declare the display flex, this will happen. Okay, whatever is happening here, the screen will overflow in the horizontal direction. Okay, but if we declare display flex, what will happen? If we shorten the height of the container, what will happen? These inner child will automatically go to the next line. Okay, they will automatically go to next line. Okay, automatically becomes flexible, they won't overflow. Okay, they will, the flex items will take the new line, okay, and adjust themselves. So there are two flex axes. Okay, one is the main axis, which is the primary direction. One second. So yeah, one is the primary direction, which is horizontal by default. Okay, let's discuss this visually. This is a flex box. Okay, now the natural property of this will be that if we arrange all the items, whatever tags we give inside, like a div tag, a button tag, a nav tag, or a ul tag, or a, let's say, the paragraph tag, whatever elements will appear here, it will appear in the horizontal direction, okay, in this direction. Okay, and what is this exactly? This is the main axis of a flex box. Main axis of flex box, which is horizontal by default. Okay, after that there is a cross axis, okay, means the perpendicular direction. Everyone knows what is perpendicular? Okay, this is the perpendicular direction and this is the cross axis of flex box. Cross axis of flex box, which is vertical by default. Okay, so Durga had a question yesterday that why we are declaring display flex and what is align item center, justify content center. Okay, so this is the axis of flexbox. Okay, understand this very carefully, because most of the work done in HTML CSS is done by the flexbox only. Okay, so as I told you all, let's now come again to this one. Item 1, item 2, item 3, this is item 4. Okay, now irrespective of whatever types of element they are, whether they are block element, inline element, or stuffs, okay, they will appear in the horizontal direction. Why? Because we declared the display flex. Okay, display flex, what it does, its by default property is that it aligns all the items in a horizontal way. Okay, now a lot of theory happened. Let's see the practical approach. Flexbox 1.html. Flexbox 1 HTML. Screen is visible properly, or shall I zoom more? Is it visible? Okay. Inside this we'll create an h2 normal simple. Okay, so in order to revise, can anyone tell me what is the default font size in HTML? Okay, what about rem? If we declare it in rem, 1 rem is equal to, and what about em? Okay, and assume if I give a style tag here, and inside the HTML I give the font size as 20 pixels, then what will be 5 rem? Correct. Okay, great. Now let's focus on the flexbox. Normal div behavior. Okay, and let's remove it. A div with no flex. Okay, this div will have no flex. Here we will have 3 items, div dot item into 3. Inside the top item will write item 1, inside another item will write item 2, item 3. Okay, after that we'll compare the div with flexbox. Okay, with flexbox means the display flex property. Okay, we'll have the same things here, so let's just replicate it. Before that we'll have a container also. Which will be the flex container. Okay, this whatever I told you now, that we have flex container and flex items, so this is the this class container. Okay, this is the flex container. Inside this, whatever we'll declare, that will the flex items. Okay, now actually let's give the stylings. So in the container, what I need to do, we need to make it flex, so it simply will declare display flex. Okay, all the items aligned like inline. Okay, due to display flex. Okay, and we'll give a background color for better visualization. Padding of 10 pixels. How about 10 pixels? It's looking 20 pixels. Okay, margin also of 20 pixels. Now can anyone tell me, if I didn't give the margin here, how is the space coming from? I never gave the margin. Why is the space coming in the side, on the top? How is this happening? So as I told you all, this is the default margin and padding of CSS, okay, or HTML. In order to remove that, if we won't want, if we don't want that, what is the symbol for universal selector? Can anyone tell me? What is the symbol for universal selector? Okay, so in star, what do we declare that the default margin and padding goes? And correct, all the margin padding gone. Okay, let's keep it. It's looking actually very ugly, so let's keep it for now. Okay, so give an additional margin of 10 pixels, sorry, 10 pixels. Okay, inside the above items, this items also and this items also, will give some stylings. Dot item. Okay, and the dot item will give a background color of light gray. Okay, see this, focus on these items. Okay, see inside the div without flexbox, we have 3 items. The same items we have here also in the flex container. Okay, the div with flex. Okay, and we have the same class names in the item. Okay, let's give the padding to the items. Okay, 20 pixels. See, by default, where is the internal space taking place? Okay, inside this, the default internal spacing is taking place in the entire width. Okay, see, the entire width is taking the padding. Okay, but here what is happening, whatever space this item is taking due to the flex box, it is taking the internal space is applying to that space only, that particular space only. Okay, you will better understand this when we'll give a border. Okay, npx solid blue. Okay, so see, whenever we remove the padding, See, just focus on the padding. The padding is 20 pixels is applied in all four directions. Okay, see, the default behavior is, in this one, padding is being applied to the entire width. Okay, but in this one it's acting like a inline element now. Okay, and the padding is taking place in the space available to it. Okay, whatever space it requires to show it. If we also give the margin 10 pixels, see, where is the margin being applied? Margin is being applied to the entire width here. However, in this one the margin is applied to the to only the space which it requires to show the element. Okay, next we actually design the no flex box. Okay, inside this we can say the background color to be light coral. Okay, and padding, okay, 20 pixels, also margin 20 pixels, 0. Okay, so see, what is the behavior here by default? That div with the flex box, div without the flex box is taking the entire width. Okay, it's acting like a block element. Okay, but whenever we want that all the children should be aligned in one what do you call that, one line, one axis. Okay, we use the display flex. Okay, also flex box, with the flex box what will happen if we shrink this? Okay, if we shrink this, see, there are a lot of items. Okay, if we declare a property here of container flex 1 and a flex wrap, see, due to the flex box property what will happen, entire item will shrink in the space available. Okay, and if there is no space it will go to the new line. Okay, whatever screen size we take, see. Okay, this is the power of flexbox. Okay, so this is flexbox, normal flexbox. Next we will cover the flex container properties. Okay, what are flex containers? This one, the outer container, is called flex container. Okay, as we saw here, the parent element. Okay, so flex container dot html. Flex container html. Okay, inside this we'll have some default properties of flex. Okay, inside the h3 first we will discuss the property justify content flex start, and this is the default property. Okay, this is the default property. So yesterday, I hope you all remember, I declared one property called justify content start. Okay, and I also mentioned that whenever we declare a display flex, then only we can use this justify content. Okay, so we create a div.flex container. Okay, also flex start also. Okay, these are the two class names I've given to it. Okay, and I gave some item. Okay, flex item. Okay, correct. Now in the flex container I will give some styling. Why is this not running? Now it's visible. So inside the styling, what we'll do is we'll first cover the flex container, and we'll make the container as display flex in order that the justify content flex start works. Okay, see, by default what happened when we declared this display flex, okay, all the items here, the children, aligned horizontally. Okay, let's give a background color of light gray. Okay, a padding of 20 pixels. Yes, any doubt? Which one? Flex container and flex start, right? For the flex container, what we will do is that is for making the container as flex. Okay, actually this is not required. Flex start, I'll directly show it here what is flex start, and then I will show you why I declared that also. Okay, currently we gave the padding and margin. Okay, and we gave a minimum height of this container as 80 pixels. Okay, now see why I gave the flex start I gave, right? So we can directly declare it here only. Okay, justify content flex start. Okay, but why I declared that, we can declare it like this also, flex start. Okay, and nothing but for just showing you all that we can declare it like this also. Okay, remove it from here. Okay, so see, this is the reason why I use two classes. Okay, we can use one class also, but think that if we have more than one div where we want to use the flex start property, okay, we can use it as a reusable component. Okay, understood? Shall I re-explain? Shall I re-explain or understood? Okay, let me explain once more. See, what happens is, assume I want that okay, for now, when we will discuss tailwind, then we will discuss this, the reusable components. But now we are declaring the justify content as flex start. Okay, what does this mean? That the flex item should be horizontally aligned in the starting. Okay, so justify content is for horizontal alignment. Okay, and if we declare or don't declare this, the default property of flex box is it will justify the content in the starting. Okay, wherever the flex is starting from here where the one is. Why? Because we gave some padding. Okay, if we don't give the padding, flex will start from the start. Okay, see, what huh? Justify content we can use when we want to say or declare that the content should be in the starting only. Okay, because due to other CSS properties, what can happen, that the content can be placed here or here or here. Okay, so in order to declare that the content should be in the flex start only, we can use this flex start. Okay, next we have justify content center. Okay, now as we all know that the default property of this flex is that it aligns the item in the flex start. Okay, If we want the item should be vertically in the center, what will we do? We will copy the same thing and we will write it as center, the heading as center. Okay, this is just for visualization. Okay, this has no relation with just the flex box. Okay, this is just visualization. Okay, what we are actually doing. Now in the flex container, see why I use two classes, because I was using here flex container. Okay, now I declared the in the flex container I declared justify content flex start. Okay, what will happen by default, that currently I want to show the content in the center. Okay, but in the flex container class I declared the justify content should be in the flex start. Okay, so if somehow I declare the justify content is center also here, what will happen, I don't want here to align the item in the center, but what will happen, it will be aligned here also. So in order to avoid that, I'm using separate classes. Okay, or I can do one thing more, that I can simply change the class name of this one only, write it here, again copy all this and paste that in the another class name. Okay, but in order to prevent that and make our work easy, we are doing the simple thing. Okay, I declared one more class here, center. Okay, and inside that I will declare justify content center. Okay, flex start, it's the default value. I declare it, don't declare it, okay, no, it doesn't matter, it will always be in the start. Okay, but in the second name what I wanted to align the items horizontally in the center. Okay, so for that I'm using a second class as center. I have one more property, that is flex end. Okay, if there is a flex end, there should be a flex, sorry, if there is a flex start, there should be a flex end also. Okay, so here we'll declare justify content flex end. Okay, now can anyone just assume if we declare flex end, what will happen, where will the content be aligned? Flex. Okay, correct. So as we all know, the content will be in the flex, the content will be in the end of the flex. Declare another class name here, end. Okay, and we will declare an extra property of the flex box, that is justify content flex end. Okay, see, this reached in the end of the flex box. Okay, now let me declare one property, one heading, that justify content property is only for aligning the items in the flex box vertically or horizontally. Anyone? So it's for horizontal direction. Horizontal goes from left to right. Okay, now we'll declare a property called we'll declare a property or CSS called text center, text align center. Okay, see, now it looks better. Let's give a margin bottom also of 20 pixels, What happened? It's not taking. What makes sense? Okay. Now see, we declared, first of all, we declared justify content flex start, which is the default property of flexbox. Next, we declared justify content center, which aligns the item horizontally in the center. Next, we declared flex end, which aligns item at the end of the flex. Next, we have space between. What does space between do? Space between. In this, what will happen? Items will be shown with some spaces in between. Okay, dot space between. See, whatever width there is, okay, horizontally, items will take appropriate space in that, okay, and distribute themselves. Flex item, let's declare some properties of the flex item. Let's add some borders basically, then it will be clearly visible. Flex item border be 2px solid. Look. See what's happening here. As you can see, in the space between, the items are taking the full width, okay, and there is the even space between these items, okay. Next we have is the space around, okay. Oh, sorry, space around, space around. So in the space around, dot space around, what will happen? See what's happening here. Item is all the items, the children are being aligned in the center, okay, and whatever the space is between the whatever the width is available, they will take the equal space between them, okay. See here, okay. Basically the space around means that the space will be from left and right, okay, of the children, okay. Next we have space evenly at last. Space evenly. This is our space evenly. Dot space evenly. See what is happening here is even space is being distributed, okay. See here, okay. Even spaces are being distributed, okay. Even spaces are distributed between all the items. Next we have, one second please. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so what we discussed now was all about aligning the items in the horizontal direction. Okay, next what we discuss, this was justify content. Okay, justify content is the property only for aligning the items in the flex box in a horizontal direction. Horizontally. Okay, now we will discuss how to align items in the vertical direction. Align items property is only for aligning the items in the flex box vertically. Okay, so focus here. Okay, in this, first of all we have align item stretch. Okay, so we'll copy the same thing, not the same thing, this one. Okay, and focus here. In this we will align the items in a stretched format. Okay, stretch. Remember one thing, currently we are working vertically. Okay, we are working on vertical alignment. Okay, so did we declare stretch? Okay, we did declare stretch. So in the stretch we'll align items in the, not flex start, in the align items stretch. Okay, so nothing happened. Okay, it's the default property. Okay, so nothing will happen here. Currently it's in the stretched format. Okay, let's add height. We have added height. In this, let's rename this flex container as what should we rename it? We should rename it as alignment container. Okay, and in the alignment container we will give a display flex. Okay, minimum height of, let's say, 150 pixels. This is for the container. Okay, this height is for the container, not for the items. Okay, margin of 10 pixels, padding is okay, background is okay. No, we don't need this. So see, currently what is happening, the items are stretched. Okay, whatever space they require they are taking. Okay, means basically whatever height they require they are taking the height. Okay, whatever height is in the available in the parent container, okay, they are taking that height. Remove this, sorry, not this one, this one, sorry, remove this. See, currently the parent has this much height. Okay, why this much height? Why it's not taking this space, from the top, from the left, from the bottom? Because we have given padding. Okay, we remove the padding, it will take that height also. See, it's taking the entire height now. Okay, so see, if we declare this property, which is by default, okay, we don't need to declare it. Okay, which is the stretch property, by default in the flex box items will take the full height of the container. Okay, which is happening here. Next we have is the align items center, okay, or before that align items flex start. Can anyone tell me what will happen if we use the we already declare, okay, we declared the flex, the stretch here, stretch, which is default. Okay, now if we do the align items as flex start, what will happen? Flex start. Dot flex start, align items flex start. See, currently one second, flex start. So see, currently what is happening here, we are not able to visualize that it's actually taking the flex start, okay, but what will happen, whatever the height is available, the items will be aligned in the starting only, okay, which will be vertically, okay, and after that we have item center, okay. We will better understand this if we use another page basically, or let's use the total view width and view height, basically the viewport totally, then we will understand what I am trying to say, okay. Div dot align, okay, and we don't use the align because we have already declared the class name. So here we will declare the width as 100 view width, okay. Also declare the height as 100 view height, okay. So see, currently we can see this item is in the whole view height, okay, taking the whole view height, okay. Now let's see what is flex start, flex end, flex just align item center, align items flex start, okay. Let's see it. For example, we have a div here, okay, and inside this div let's remove the default size here. Let's remove the default size. Where is it? This one. Yeah, already remove the default size. So assume what I want is to align this items basically in the vertical center, okay. So how will I do that? I will simply declare here style property align items centered, okay, and also give the width as 100%, height also as 100%. Now see, it's properly visible, okay. Now in this one I will show you combiningly that what I am trying to say. Which one is this? This one or this one? Now in this one div we will see what is align items flex start, align items center, and align items flex end, okay. Where is it? Now see, if I don't declare anything, currently it's a flex box. Okay, and see, all the items are in stretched mode. Okay, in which direction? In the vertical direction. Okay, all the items are stretched vertically. Okay, this is the default property of align items stretch. Okay, so if we declare this or don't declare this after declaring a flex box, it will automatically be stretched. Okay, but if we want that this item should be vertically in the center. Okay, vertically in the center means in the 50% of the height. For that we will do center. Each and every item will be in the center. Okay, next we have a flex start here also. Flex start. Each and every items will be in the vertical starting. Okay, in the starting of the height. And yes, you guessed it right. If we declare flex end, it will be in the ending of the height. Okay, now the problem is I'll give you some tasks. Okay, what you all need to do is align the items exactly in the center. Okay, in the center of the screen. So the task, I'm creating some things here. Okay, you all basically need to create that task. Okay, and share the screenshot. So flex task dot html. I will basically create a div. Okay, and inside this div I'll create another div, and inside this div I'll basically create a box or square box, width of 100%. No, not 100%, will be 200 pixels. Height will be also, let's say, 200 pixels. Okay, and background color will be black. This is a black box. Let's visualize it. How is it looking now? See, so this is a black box. Okay, what you all need to do without using any AI tools, okay, you need to practice to make this box aligned in exact center of the screen. Okay, currently it's in the starting of the screen. Okay, whether vertical or horizontal, it's in the starting. Okay, vertically also or horizontally also. Okay, what you all need to do is you all need to place this item first in vertical center here, that means. Okay, and then in the horizontal center. Okay, so that this box comes in the exact center of the screen. This is your task. Okay, everyone understood the task? Shall I re-explain? Okay, another one is there or not? Okay, he left, no problem. So this is your task. Okay, and this is all for today. Tomorrow at last we'll cover the media queries. Okay, what are media queries? Okay, and I will share the resources in the group. Okay, you all can go and check the resources and do the task and submit it before tomorrow's class. Okay. Okay, any doubt for today? Okay, thank you.